Hi, I'm AprilPvd and this is Maja. I have been single for 4.5 years, sober for 13 months, and living on a small budget for the last 2 years. Join us on our journey as we live single, sober, and small. Hi, this is AprilPvd and I'm going to share my 3-week meal prep for my breakfast quiche. I call it breakfast quiche. I mean, I got the recipe because it's a crustless breakfast quiche, but it's actually more like a frittata. So I'm cutting up the different vegetables, the mushrooms, the onions, the green peppers. I so enjoy cutting those up. I could get the mushrooms pre-sliced, but I like cutting them up. And I am enjoying cutting my onions. I'm almost thinking maybe I should. I use my kitchen shears. I love kitchen shears. They are wonderful. It's another onion. So I'm doing 4 dozen of these breakfast quiche that I call them. And I have 2 a day. So they have 2 onions, 2 green peppers, 2 things of mushrooms. So now I am cooking each set, because it used to be a recipe for 2 dozen, and I doubled it to give me the whole 4 weeks, or 4 dozen, which equals 3 weeks. Now I am cooking the mushrooms. I had the bacon. I make bacon in the microwave, but then I reheat them with the mushrooms. Now I'm doing the cheese. I freshly grate cheese. And you see the 2 containers there of milk. They are 2 cups of half and half and 2 cups of milk. And now I beat the eggs, add some flour, and then I pour them back into the container so I can pour them in the cups easily. Now I use my liners. I used to try to match the colors, but this time I was like, no, I'm just going to toss them in. I add some cheese in the bottom. That's a lot of work. Now I'm adding the mushrooms, and then the green peppers, and then the green peppers and the onions are mixed together. I try to make it even so that each one has the same amount. And then I am adding the bacon. And now I'm going to pour in the milk with the flour. I ended up with a little less than usual. Sometimes I eyeball it and I end up with more. Now I topped it with cheese and it's in the oven. I usually end up putting 1 set in ahead of schedule on the first, on the bottom rack, and then I rotate them. Really finish filling one up before the other. Now I'm rotating just to make sure they heat evenly. I don't use my oven that often. In fact, once a month. This is my monthly use of my oven. And come back in. I'm always nervous. I don't want to spill it. Shiny ball head. So this is a lot of work. It is. So this is a lot of work. It is an amazing amount of work. And usually I break it up into 2 different parts. I usually do the prep the day before, do all the cutting and slicing and stuff the day before, and because it just wipes me out. But today I felt like I could do it all in one go, and I'm so glad I did it. Now, what's happening right now is the baking process is totally done by my feel, my eyes, I don't know. So I bake it for 15 minutes at 380, and then I bake it for another 8 minutes at 405. I really should bake it all at 400, but I don't like using the stove that hot. I don't like using my stove at all. So this is like, I do it, I get it out of the way, it's done. But the result is perfect, because for the next 3 weeks I have breakfast. I have delicious breakfast, and it's easy. I'm gonna freeze. You're gonna see the process where I put them in the bags and I freeze them in the freezer, and then I take 2 out, and it's easy peasy. My dog wants to go for a walk, but I can't yet. I gotta wait for these to get done. Let me just have another look at them. You what they look like. What I think I could do is turn them off now. They don't have to be perfectly baked, because I am going to heat them up in the microwave. So I might just turn them off and take my dog out. And I'll be back. Okay, so now I am ready to take them out of the tray. They're cooled off enough, and I put them in containers to let them set for a little bit, tossing the little liners in the sink to soak. The 4 there are for the rest of the week. I put 2 in another dish for tomorrow, and then I end up putting 6 and 6 in each one of these trays, just to let them cool off a little bit before I put them in the freezer. There they all are. And now it's time for the freezer bags. They each go in. I label them the date, squeeze out the air, put them in the freezer, and they are ready for the next 3 weeks. Yay! I pull out 2 of my breakfast quiche every night and put it in an any-day dish to defrost for the morning. Then I heat it up for just 1 minute, add some feta cheese, pop it in the microwave for another minute, and it's delicious with every accompaniment. Coffee, bagel, pancakes, and of course an orange. So good, so delicious every time. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and share.